Okay.
You will be graded over here.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It started as a tear, then later she cried rivers. First she snapped rubber bands, and now she has scissors. One lonely night turned into several dark days. She doesn't want to give up, but there doesn't seem to be any other way. So she took a blade to her wrist, hoping that one day she'd cease to exist. No one paid attention, no one noticed her pain inside, but everyone learned a lesson when they learned of her suicide. Now, although my story may have started that way, it surely will not end that way. And by making you more aware of the signs and causes of depression among college students, I hope to help someone the way that others helped me. According to Save.org, suicide is the second leading cause of death among 15 to 24-year-olds in the U.S. But more specifically, for college students, is the third leading cause of death on college campuses. And according to the National Institute of Mental Health, or the NIHM, 30% of college students have admitted to feeling too depressed to function. And now that I want to talk about the 6 causes of depression and the 5 signs of depression. So the 6 causes of depression, according to the NIHM and NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, there are 6 causes of depression. 1 is living away from home. 2, feeling alone or isolated. 3, experiencing conflict in relationships. 4, facing new and difficult schoolwork. 5, worrying about finances. And 6, biologically, or meaning there's a chemical imbalance in their brain and it just didn't really escalate or come out until they got to college. And now the 5 signs of depression so that we can recognize it among our peers. 1 is the loss of interest in what used to be enjoyable activities. So say your roommate used to go out and have fun and they're really excited about life and now all they want to do is sit in their room. 2, lack of energy. Say for instance you have a friend and they used to be really happy-go-lucky and always smiling and laughing and now you can barely get a smile out of them. 3, difficulty concentrating or remembering things. More often than not, a depressed person is going to have difficulty concentrating on schoolwork, or more often than not they're going to zone out and you might not be able to really notice that, but it's there. 4, sleeping or the lack thereof. A depressed person is likely to sleep too much because they're trying to avoid life, or their mind is running so fast that they can't get any sleep, so they're drowsy all the time because they can't sleep at night. 5, suicidal thoughts or attempts. And this is the big kicker because if you know someone who has suicidal thoughts or has even attempted, I recommend that you contact someone, whether it be your RAs or even our campus counselor, who is Julie Lehman. She's probably the best person to go to. But if it's any immediate threat, you should definitely call 911. A project that was dedicated to helping depressed people and people who are dealing with suicidal thoughts is called the Semicolon Project, and it was started 2 years ago by Davey Howitt. And I came across this project when I was scrolling on Tumblr a couple years ago, and it was started on April 16, 2013, and it is for everyone who self-harms, is suicidal, depressed, has anxiety, is unhappy, or with a broken heart and just lost a loved one. And you're supposed to draw a semicolon on your wrist, and a semicolon represents a sentence that the author could have ended, but they didn't. So it represents where your life could have ended, but you chose not to. And the Semicolon Project actually helped me a lot when I came across it. It just gave me perspective on my life and how, like, at that moment I may have felt like I wanted to leave, but I knew my story wasn't over yet because I am here today giving this speech to you to inform you about this topic. So everyone, can you look to your left at the person next to you and look to your right at the person over there. It is possible that someone sitting next to you or someone you know is dealing with depression and you might have no idea. We're scared to bring up such a sensitive topic that it often gets swept under the rug. If you notice someone is down, but don't be afraid to ask them how they are. Throw them a life jacket before they drown. The smallest act of kindness can save a life. I know that firsthand.